Today I'm going to make an Indian butter chicken with a naan bread and some rice. Smash it. And the ingredients I'm using today are some corn oil, some runny honey or clear honey, strong white bread flour, some dried yeast, black onion seeds. We need some ground cinnamon. We need some cardamom pods. We also need some chopped tomatoes, ground cloves, some fresh garlic. This is a huge one. We need fresh ginger. We need fresh coriander. We need some single cream. We need some unsalted butter. Butter chicken. We need some onions. We need some chili powder. We need some Star Anise. Some bay leaves, of course, Garam Masala, some Basmati Rice. We need some Ground Almonds. Yay! Of course, we need some salt. Some sour cream. We need some natural yogurt. And of course the star of the night is the boneless, skinless chicken thigh fillets. Smash them! Yay! Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now let's get started. Right, ladies and gentlemen, to a big bowl, add about 500 grams of strong white bread flour, like so. Then add 1 sachet of dried yeast, and now add 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, about this much. Then add about 1 tablespoon of runny honey, then add about 1 tablespoon of black onion seeds, then add 1 tablespoon of sea salt, then set this aside for a moment. Grab yourself a chopping board. Right, and now get yourself some garlic. Get 1 large clove or 2 medium cloves of garlic. Grab a knife, smash it like so. Peel off the paper like so. cut off the ends like so. And now grab yourself some coriander. You need for this batch about, I don't know, 3 tablespoons. Kind of roll it up with your garlic, then finely chop like so, and then get your chopping done. Really finely chop it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now add your coriander and garlic to your flour mix. Right, and now add about 350 ml of, let's say 350 ml of yogurt. Then grab a fork and bring everything together. Make sure everything is well combined. And when everything is well combined, get your fingers or your clean hands into your dough and knead it for at least 15 to 20 minutes, like so. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and when you have a nice and elastic dough, cover your bowl with a tea towel and set aside for 1.5 hours or until the dough has doubled in size. Smash it. Woo! After that much kneading, it's time for the zippy. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now get your dough. As you can see, nice double in size. Then dust with a little bit of strong white bread flour, like so. And again, knead the dough for at least 10 minutes, like so. Meanwhile, preheat your oven to maximum temperature and get a bowl, fill with water like so. And make sure your oven is at the highest temperature. So back to your dough, knead it for 10 to 15 minutes. If it's too sticky, add a little bit of flour like so. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and after that much kneading, It's time for the recipe. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now when you have a nice and elastic dough, get your dough on a floured surface, like so, and divide your dough into 4 equal pieces, like so. Right, and now grab one piece, and normally a naan bread has a shape of a teardrop, but for presentation's sake, today we will make it a round one, kind of round, about this thick, and repeat with the remaining ones. Smash in. So transfer your naan breads onto a baking tray lined with baking paper and wait until your oven is preheated. Smash in. And while you are waiting, it's time for the recipe. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and when your oven is hot, get your naan breads into the oven, like so, and bake for, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes, or until nice and golden brown. Smash in. And while you're waiting until your naan breads are baked, it's time for the recipe. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now get your rice. We need 400 grams of Basmati rice. And now rinse your rice under cold running water to get rid of any dust and all the starch, or as much starch as possible. Rinse it until the water runs clear. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now add your rice to a pot. Then season with some salt, like so. Then season with some freshly ground black pepper. Then add 4 green cardamom pops. And make sure you give them a little pinch to open them up. And now add 2 Star Anise. And now add 600 ml of cold water. Normally I would cook rice like pasta, so lots of water and then just drain it. Nevertheless, if you flavor your rice, you have to kind of measure everything out. And now bring this up to the boil on a high heat. Smash in. And don't forget to cover your pot with a lid. Smash in. Right, ladies and gentlemen, every now and then give your rice a nice little swirl, like so. And when it comes to a boil, reduce the heat to the lowest temperature and allow your rice to simmer for 10 minutes. Smash in. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and while your rice is cooking, it's time for the recipe. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and when your rice has finished cooking, remove the Star Anise and the Cardamom pops, like so, and take the rice off the heat and set aside until needed. Smash it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and when your naan breads are done, get them out of the oven. And then get them onto a plate, like so. Then immediately cover with a plastic bag, like so. Because the breads are hot, they still steam, and this will keep them nice and soft. Smash it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now get your ginger. We need a 5 centimeter piece of fresh ginger, or a thumb size piece of ginger. Peel it like so. Then grab your garlic. We need 2 cloves of garlic, or when it's a medium clove of garlic, but this one is a huge one, so I'm only using 1. Simply crush it like so. Get rid of the outer papery layer, like so. Cut off the ends, like so. Then finally chop your ginger and your garlic, like so. Then grab your 2 onions, peel them like so, cut off the top part, and get rid of the first layer. And now cut your onion in half, like so. And then finally slice your onions like so. And discard the root. Smash it. And repeat this with the remaining onions. Smash it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, after that much chopping, it's time for the recipe. Right, ladies and gentlemen, to a large bowl I'm adding 150 ml of yogurt, and now I'm adding about 3.5 tablespoons of ground almonds. Now I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. Now I'm adding 1 bay leaf. Now I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. Now I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. To this I'm adding 1 teaspoon of Garam Masala. Then I'm adding 4 green cardamom pops. again give them a little pinch, just a little crack, and now add your ginger and garlic. Then add your chopped tomatoes. I had to change the cans because unfortunately I bought chopped tomatoes with herbs, which I don't like. So just in case you wonder why I'm using this one. So add this to your bowl as well. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and to this I'm adding about 1.5, maybe 1.25 of sea salt, 1.5 teaspoons. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now set this aside for a second. Then get your chicken and cut into cubes. Smash it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now add your cubed chicken to the yogurt mix. Then grab a spoon and mix until everything is well combined and well or completely coated, and everything should be mixed together really well. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and when everything is well combined, get yourself some cling film, cover your bowl like so, set aside and smash it. And while you're waiting for your chicken to be marinated, it's time for a recipe. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now grab a large frying pan. To this add 1 tablespoon of corn oil, like so. And then add 6 tablespoons of butter. Then bring this up to the heat on medium heat and melt everything together. Smash it. And while you're waiting until your butter is melted, it's time for the recipe. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and when your butter is melted and it's sizzling, add your onions and fry for about 3 to 5 minutes. Smash it and give it a good stir every now and then, like so. Make sure the onions break up easily, so you have nice slices of onions. And while your onions are frying, it's time for the recipe. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and when your onions are soft and translucent, get your chicken, add it to the pan, get all the marinade into the pan as well. Give this a good stir, like so, and fry for about 7 to 10 minutes or until the chicken is cooked through. Smash it. And while you're waiting for your chicken to be cooked, it's time for recipe. And from time to time, give it a good stir. Make sure nothing is sticking to the pan and your chicken is cooked evenly. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and now oops. Again, grab your fresh coriander, and we need again about 2 tablespoons worth, let's say 3 tablespoons of fresh coriander. Get rid of the stalks, like so. Just the leaves. Then roll up the leaves as good as you can. And finally chop it, like so. Right, so when your chicken is cooked, get rid of the bay leaf and the 4 cardamom pods. Then add about, I would say, 2 tablespoons worth of your fresh coriander. Give this a good stir. And now turn off the heat. And then add 4 tablespoons of single cream. Give this a good stir. Right, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time to plate up. Right, ladies and gentlemen. First, get your naan bread and cut it into, I would say, 8 equal pieces, like so. Then grab a plate and arrange your breads, like so. Then grab your rice and put on a nice layer of rice. And now spoon on some of your butter chicken. Then grab yourself a tea bag holder. To this add your sour cream. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and here we have it, the Indian butter chicken with rice, salt cream and home-baked naan-breads. Anyway, as always, at this time, at this place, at this very moment, it's time for the tea. Bye bye, and see you next time.